All right, can we get a Drez cap, seeing as Drez has an army?
I have so many dogs.
All right, we're done.
And also I have wings now, and I have questions.
Oh, you're becoming man.
And the asshole that got me in that hole full of the nightmare health stuff is dead now, and I'm standing on his corpse. So all in all, it's an alright day.
Excuse me.
I like it.
I should probably
I
be
like the
weirded out.
idea. I like the idea of Drez like trying to rigor mortis the ogre mage into some kind of like throne.
Ew.
I'm gonna put my mask
I
on.
wouldn't put it past Drez.
I should
Why?
probably be
Everything's
weirded out
dead.
by
There's
how
nothing
I
to
just...
worry about. Oh, wait,
I
that's
sh-
why you want to put your mask on.
Right. So I'm gonna put my mask on and see if there are any spirits lingering in this realm.
You do not actually. It
they get
feels
spirit
empty.
vision?
They get sucked up that fast?
Sort of.
Ogres don't have souls. Anyway, let's open up this door.
Okay, you open that
I
door. It is
I
not
should
barred.
probably be weirded out by how growing two new extremities doesn't feel weird.
You guys coming? Open door.
I mean, you had wings when you were bigger. It's normal.
I don't remember that.
How does one acquire the neurons necessary to control new appendages like that?
No one knows what neurons are in this universe.
Well, it's a legitimate question. Like, I know that cyborgs and
This
stuff,
castle is floating.
like, people are given extra limbs and whatnot.
Yeah,
and it's like
you
the
do
house-
notice
It's
gravity.
midichlorians.
You do notice the
good.
gravity feels kind of screwy. Okay, so Greg reaches the next door.
Guys, are you sure we shouldn't check to make sure we haven't drifted up into the portal?
I turned around with the door, like, held wide open. Yeah, but... Door.
Do you find a room?
It's got her
Gor Lar.
favorite things. Alarin books. See? Everything works out great.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Oh.
we don't really have time to read them. Well, what do we have in here?
A
so you
conspicuous amount
find-
of line of sight preservation.
I wanted to see if you guys would just leave. So Alarin finds two treasure chests at the end.
Oh, yay! Well, what's inside
Oh.
them?
I did. Actually, I just left the room, so... We just saw books and we're like, okay, bye.
He didn't even question the weirdness that he illuminated the first row but not the second row.
Whatever.
I have your number.
Yeah,
Is there
literally.
anything in these that's worth note?
Okay, so you pop open the treasure chest, and I pull up my notes. Okay. So you
Pop
find
into a notebook.
You find a couple of healing potions.
Ooh, how many?
You find 3, 2, 1 in that order in escalating size.
Okay.
And then you also find 6 upgrade orbs and an upgrade orb that you can't pick up.
Oh, hey, Skitter!
It must be dark matter.
Skitter?
Yeah?
Can you pick up this orb by any chance?
Let's see. Skitter is going to try.
No, you don't want
pick
to call
it up.
Skitter, you want to call Nibbler.
Skitter more or less like fumbles it a bunch and it just kind of rolls around at the bottom. Nope.
Huh. Is it just that heavy?
No, it's really slippery.
It's slippery.
Oh no.
That's why we can't lift it.
Kahuna
Yes.
can slump it.
It's a frictionless upgrade orb.
Oh, okay. Well, what in
Who
my
wants
bag?
ice skates?
What in my bag of tricks could have some kind of advantage with something like this? Ew, that would be weird. I was looking over my list and the horn comes up. Like, toot toot kind of horn. I do not know what a slippery horn would be like.
Ew. You could have a slippery Damien.
Ew. I don't know about
I think that would make it just so he starts lying to you nonstop.
So does the Oni
What is-
have like
is
the
that- is
spell
that
casting
better? Is that
catalyst or
worse?
anything?
Okay, so you actually loot the Oni. So he has a spear, and it looks appropriately deadly. He has a set of robes, a belt, and he does have. It's, you know that like spell focus thing you got?
Yeah.
It looks a lot like that, but it's pitch black.
Oh my god, could I have summoned laser dogs? Well, if I use the catalyst when I summon them? What does that even mean? No one knows.
Until you actually do it.
I'm terrified.
Let's
What
see,
if it just shoots a
technically he
dog
has
sh-
a glaive,
What-
but I'm gonna call it a
Well,
spear.
I'm gonna bring out.
What if all it does is shoot a dog-shaped laser?
Arf.
I'm gonna bring up one of the bomb orbs, and I'm going to touch it to the slimy orb.
Wait, are you trying to make a frictionless bomb, or you're just trying to pick it up?
No, I'm trying to make a bomb orb that can explode and make a like surface slimy or slippery. I don't know.
Oh.
That's actually super reasonable.
Like a banana peel.
Okay.
Or yeah,
Just an oil.
You want an oil slick bomb?
precisely. Or at least
That's
that's what I hope it
specific.
will be.
Okay.
You're thinking.
Well, I'm not used to upgrade orbs being used on temporary use items.
Well, part of it's because I'm looking at all my other permanent items, and I don't see how they would benefit from something like this.
Okay. So, what happens is kind of strange. Instead of absorbing the orb into the sticky, it's kind of the reverse.
The bomb goes into the orb?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now you have an orb that you can pick up. And it's kind of just like clear.
a clear
And
orb?
it feels like it's sloshing.
Clear,
Congratulations, you got a water balloon.
clear orb.
Yeah, well, it
slash-
feels like a water balloon, but you
Full of
replace
cooking
balloon
oil.
with a Christmas ornament.
A bauble. Or
Oh,
however those things are pronounced.
It's a water balloon full of Crisco.
Yeah.
okay. That works, and that's all that's in this room? No, there are no books that are, like, out.
I mean,
On
nothing
their own, right?
immediately catches your attention.
Okay.
Perception check.
Yeah. If you guys want to like actually find shit in this
I did
campaign,
roll for investigation, but
with the chests,
with the chests. That's
yeah.
true.
Again, you have to be specific, and you actually have to make checks. Otherwise,
I
I'm
don't
not
see
going to give
anything.
you anything. Yeah, you don't actually see much.
I was
Let's try
hoping.
an Arcana check to see if I can tell if this stuff is useful at all.
Wow. Which stuff? The
His loot. The
Okay.
the items on
every
the
single
Oni.
thing is magical.
Oh, great. And I can't identify anything myself, right?
No.
Skitter
And
can.
Skitter takes like an hour.
Yeah.
It's a minute per.
Oh. Well, enjoy the to-do list.
Okay. So it was the
'Cause
robe,
there's
the belt.
a lot of items.
Let's see, the focus, and the
Is a
glaive.
car?
Did I say anything else?
I don't remember anything else.
Oh yeah. He does have 2 vials of like vibrant magenta.
The usual.
No, this is vibrant. Not
Maybe-
like a little bit red magenta. This is like
They're
glowing
even more
magenta.
magenta-ier.
Maybe this is the stuff they're drinking.
Oh, it could be the nasty.
Oh, yeah, ooh.
It could be the bad time person mutator stuff.
What do you think would happen if we took that thing and put it in Kahuna?
Yeah.
Kahuna
I don't really-
explosion.
I don't know
It
how.
goes from
Kahuna would react
Goldschlager to
that.
Goldschlager with Pepto.
If you noticed, didn't
Oh yeah, Kahuna is filled with 40 like ruby things.
I guess I start going in and like fishing them out. I mean, I don't know. Do you want these, Kahuna?
He lets them all plop on the floor.
Yeah, Kahuna does not have a concept of economics or anything.
But does he
He's
have a
probably-
concept of shiny?
He's probably also colorblind.
I guess I pick up all the rubies, and I want to know something. What are these dogs doing? Are they just like standing at attention, like military dogs, or what are they doing over here?
They're his thralls.
Because I'm picturing them either like standing like a line of police dogs, like a little army, or they're like just having a massive puppy playtime in the other side of the room. And it's got to be one or the other.
I was thinking they're kind of like those like 3D models. Whenever you have like kind of a copy pasted creature, it also has copy and pasted animations. So they're all like wagging their tails at the exact same time.
Oh god, like it's a shitty old like
Because they all spawn at the
2000s
same
video
time,
game.
so they're all their animations at the same timer right now.
The
Yep.
dogs are blinking at each other like, have you heard of the high elves? Nasty creatures they are.
You enter their radius, and all of them turn to you to greet you simultaneously.
They just don't blink.
All their-
Yeah, just
the exact
8
same.
simultaneous barks.
Oh no!
Well, they have like 2 or 3 phrases between them, so some of them are like hello and others are good day. So it's just like ruff 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 ruff.
We've gone too far.
Welcome to Zagnoth.
Welcome to Zagnoth, the Elder Scrolls edition.
So what did you find?
Okay. You're responding to Skitter?
Shell?
Oh,
Shell.
me? I found some healing potions and a weird orb, but I couldn't pick it up because it was so slippery, so I applied it to one of my bomb orbs.
Um.
We'll see what it does in the future.
um,
Who knows? Hey
How
guys,
about we make the future the present, and you
How
go
about you
chuck
go
that
first
bomb
for the
orb.
rest of forever?
You chuck that bomb orb into the pit down below.
but I can use it on Gor Lar.
Well, we want to know if that's a good idea. or not.
Imagine if he falls flat on his face because of that's the wrong word.
Make a
You
perception
go-
check, by the way.
Carry on.
What? I was just thinking
Greg,
of
Dimitri,
like
and
floor
Lauren.
lubrication.
Greg, Dimitri, and Lauren, you guys should make perception checks.
Perception checks.
Only those three?
Where are the ones that are on the gross?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you're in the goop.
Greg, you hear from Lauren's bag. You forgot to loot the other chest.
What, Damien? But I thought that those were all the things in the two chests.
You looted the one chest.
All right, I'll take care of this. Which one?
The
the one on the
do this
left.
one.
Yeah, it's the one on the left. That one's open. The other one is
that's
not.
empty.
All right. I'm gonna punch this chest into revealing its
Contents.
secrets to me.
All right. That's not. You'd want to make an intimidate check if you're punching it, probably.
All right.
How can you intimidate
right.
a chest unless it's a mimic?
You more or less pick the chest up and just start slamming it around a bunch.
Intimidate check.
As you destroy the flagstones beneath the chest,
Uh-oh.
there is a weird and ominous click from actually one of the bookshelves.
Which one?
The one like kind of back behind near the other chest. And you
How does that
notice that
click
there's some
sound
kind of
ominous?
like conduit thing that you just smashed through.
A conduit?
Sounds ominous because narrator.
Yeah.
Narration intent.
And the other chest, an abject chesty terror,
Uh.
opens up and proffers about 5 more upgrade orbs and an equal amount of healing potions.
Jesus.
I suppose he can
That's
take those
what I
in.
thought. I
Why
mean,
do they need to
that's what I
intimidate the
thought.
chest?
5 upgrade orbs.
Greg now has the ability to animate objects out of sheer fear as long as he gets the right intimidation check.
He scared an inanimate object into spitting up treasure.
I probably didn't see anything regarding the clicky sound because my
No, it was a
investigation
mechanism.
so low.
There was the classic book switch thing that you didn't see because you didn't roll high enough.
Mm-hmm.
But with the nat 20, shit happened.
All right. Hey, Damien.
Oh, I can
Yes.
pull Damien out, yeah.
What's up?
Thanks. You're always looking out for us. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Good talk. love you.
welcome.
During all this, we can assume that Dimitri has like opened this door.
Okay,
And
so
is, like, probably started down whatever
Dimitri
hallway
is slowly picking through the amount of weapons that have been jammed into the side of this door to prevent
Oh.
it from being opened.
Oh.
All right.
Why did all these people just hold themselves up in these rooms? What kind of rations or preparations had they made?
Okay, Dimitri has managed to clear most of the weapons and opened the door.
I don't
So-
know. I assume
Wait,
none
so
of
the
these
weapons are on-
even all that good anyway.
The weapons are on this side to hold the door closed?
Yes.
That's
Yes,
alarming.
it looks like they had holed themselves up in here because something
and
on the other
something
side had them
seeping in
worried.
from under the door.
Yes. So, you know the black crystally stuff you guys have been seeing this whole time
Yeah.
on the ground where wherever like the pink crystal was? This stuff is like slowly oozing out. Like it's
Oh.
I'm trying to think. You know
Tar.
yeah, you know like when wet
Asphalt.
tar is like drying but like it's moving out so it's like slightly tacky. So the area you're in is in difficult terrain.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
That won't affect me.
And it is
I open door.
yeah, so you open the door, and my art doesn't really do this justice. I'm gonna switch to a different pyro song. Thank you. Okay. So the kind of hallway beyond is dark, like almost like light is kind of being swallowed by it. But the walls, the floor, the everything is kind of covered in this dark substance, and it's kind of gross. It's like some eldritch horror sneezed and then used this fortress as a hanky.
Okay,
Ew.
what if I take my bag of goop and I start plopping large foot-sized gobs?
Okay,
On the
you
ground.
can make you make
Stepping
about
stones?
12 stepping stones before you run out of goop.
Wait, is the goo gone for good?
You don't know. You've never used this thing really.
I use it all the time. I've used it to slather doors, to
Well, you-
defeat slimes.
Up until now, you
to-
have never reached the bottom of the bag, but you just reached the bottom of the bag.
Okay, so does that mean 12 squares?
No, you have to. You're putting them up about every 3 feet, so you make it about 4 squares before you run out of goop.
Okay, so only to this part of the hallway, really?
Yeah, I mean you can walk on the other stuff. It's just uncomfortable.
What's down the hall that Dimitri's going?
Okay, so Dimitri, there's like a little room. It looks like it might have once been like a study of some kind. But it's gotten, significantly
you know,
worse.
I actually learned how to walk real great recently, so I should probably be going through all the difficult terrain.
I
What-
learned how to walk real great.
As long as get this, as long as Greg is running, difficult terrain doesn't apply to him.
Cool.
If he's walking,
Yeah,
it
if he's-
does.
if he's-
But if he's sprinting,
If
it
he
doesn't
sprints
bother
like a
him.
lunatic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I can just walk normal
Okay.
speed through difficult terrain and nothing happens.
So Greg, you see what looks to be like a little study, and then as you kind of like round the corner, you see like a whole hell of a lot of crystal at the other end.
Let's just assume my dogs are following me nearby.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
have
so
them
they
show up as soon as
while I
combat
awkward-
happens.
Yeah, while I awkwardly go through
what
hallways.
happens to Kahuna when he goes over the tar?
He becomes Tarhuna.
Ew.
Or is it one of those things where it
Uh,
repels
Greg just
because
nat
they're
20 to investigating the bookshelves.
Okay, so Greg,
He probably
Uh,
nat 20 perceptioning.
so one thing I
Perception
didn't
and
mention.
Investigation is more or less the same mechanic when it comes to searching, correct?
Nah, kind of. Perception is just noticing something at a glance or hearing a sound and stuff like that, or smelling something. Whereas investigation is like I'm like actually
in this
going
case,
into the
you're
details and
you're
gritty of stuff.
investigating, but I think your investigation bonus is probably the exact same.
It's the exact same. I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
proficient in either. So
Yeah.
one's wisdom, one's int, but I mean, it's a 20.
Yeah. So usually I will ask you for perception, and you will give me investigation if that makes
Oh,
sense.
I have a question.
Like
does,
I will
Gotcha,
initiate
sorry.
one versus the other. It's fine.
Does Dimitri have like purify water by any chance? Being a paladin.
Yes, I can make holy water, but it takes an hour, so it's super duper annoying and not worth doing.
Oh, okay.
Now just pretend I said all of that in a Russian accent.
Okay.
It's a bigger problem for me because I have a lower int than a wisdom.
So, Greg, you are in this kind of like little study, and it looks like it might have been just kind of like a little loungy area outside of the rooms or something. Technically, there are more rooms here, but I've given due to mapping limitations and so on and so forth, I couldn't have them all. But it looks like kind of like the lounge outside of a college like classroom or whatever, kind of one of those.
What's a college?
It's a place where Greg will never ever set foot in.
Fair point.
But you notice that some people actually have been busy in here, both before and after the sludgy stuff started kind of coming in. So there are some books that are covered in the sludgy stuff, and there's some books that have been uncovered and like kind of set down on it, and it looks like it's a lot of notes, and some in languages that you can't read. I mean, did we establish whether or not Greg was illiterate?
Greg can speak common.
Okay. Well,
I
he
assume
can. Yeah. I thought we had made a
speaking is
joke
different
about.
from literacy.
Yeah, I thought we
Yeah.
had made a joke about Greg being illiterate, but I didn't remember.
He has 10 intelligence. So
Okay, yeah, so he's
average.
probably literate enough. But you actually
I'm
recognize.
alarmed that Greg is average for this universe.
But you do notice a couple of books in handwriting that you recognize. That these are like notes and stuff from people you've seen in the past.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Are you actually looking at them, or you're just like, oh, that's neat, and then you walk off?
What people?
I'll actually like flip through them, especially because they're people that I know.
Okay, so it actually looks like you've stumbled across at least a couple of notes that Gor Lar wrote,
Gor Lar.
as well as Strunk and a couple other ogre mages that you've inevitably had to come in contact with.
It's
Over the
Gorlar's
course of-
diary.
No, it's not Gor Lar's diary, but it looks like it was like orders and some like missives and notes passed back and forth, possibly by courier goblin. But they are discussing. It actually looks like they're discussing what to do about the mind flayers. And I guess short summary is, from what you can gather on it, give me a perception check or something. I don't know, maybe just a roll of wisdom for reading into things.
I need a better mouse. Mine's broken.
Roll for reading.
Oh,
into
Okay.
things.
Oh.
Okay, so you get the. I mean, you have. Well, no, I guess I'll use your initial investigation check. You miss maybe some subtext, but effectively,
The blue curtain symbolizes desire.
yeah. You miss out on a thing, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But effectively, some of these actually go back a fair ways. Specifically, from before you guys were even in Zagnoth, that Gor Lar actually was. Like, these notes are fairly substantial, but it's Gor Lar speaking about new orders that a bunch of druids decided to hire them to, help them muscle into the city and, transport some food of all things. And to work with, like, some local smuggling rings. And that somewhere along the way, plans, the note's kind of like, plans changed. We got a new client. Head on over to Fort Zagnoth. They've got the doors open for us. and then it kind of goes blank for a while, and then you have this is where it switches over to the ogre mages, and they're talking about how Gor Lar had to remove himself because he was tired of his mind being read, and to only communicate via notes from now on, and that the mind flayers are kind of keeping stuff from them, and to figure out a way of not driving all the goblins mad in the process, like of getting around them, because the mind flayers have I really wish I'd actually written this down, but effectively what you can glean from it is like the ogre mages are trying to keep the forces from being affected by the mind flayers, for the inevitable double cross, as pretty much your entire band would normally do to clients with a fair amount of money.
Right, because Gor Lar was probably having reservations about serving the Mind Flayer people, except the Mind Flayers could read his mind, so he couldn't be in their presence.
So that's so it kind of explains that that's why Gor Lar was over in the arena, and then you guys show up and he gets his arm cut off, and that's actually where the notes stop. That Gor Lar is back.
That was his writing hand.
And he's pissed off and missing an arm. And that everybody should be kind of careful around the boss, because he does not seem happy with his new arm. And that's where the notes kind of stop. And it looks like there's also research notes on shit that Greg does not understand or care about, probably.
Nope. Hey, Lauren, got some nerd stuff for you.
Got some nerd stuff for you.
Here.
Well, while that's going on, I've been trying this door.
Okay, so that door, it's
Ooh,
kind of
nice.
stuck, but you find some info. It's kind of stuck, but you get in. But it looked to have once been a room that probably held an Ogre Magi. The bed is pretty much destroyed, as a overlarge creature was trying to sleep in a not overlarge bed. But there are notes and, very overt, kind of spellcasting stuff all over the place. Specifically, you find a bag of spell crystals with, if you roll a die 10, that's how many it has in there. Alarin, you're reading over the notes, and it's the ogre mages are investigating the portal and the crystal stuff. And first they were just using that portal over in the smaller fort. Okay. But that a new one popped up, and suddenly the mind flayers were much more interested in moving into deal with the bigger one, because originally they were just using it as like a conduit of power, but then the big one opened up and they actually had to keep it stable, because there's shit on the other side that even these guys are kind of scared of. But they don't talk about what it is or who or what, but that they're just using it to effectively create the crystal around.
But at some point, they must have thrown all the mind flayers into the pit, right? Because...
Yeah. There's no reference to why they were thrown into the pit or when.
They did go mad.
This is mostly just dealing with the crystal that you've been seeing this entire time. But that it's seeded from the spell crystals that you guys have. Mm-hmm. But then they more or less attach it to an ether line or something, some magical energy from the portal, and that's what makes it. That's what really makes it start to grow, and then add in a little bit of the beast blood, and suddenly you've got these like giant conduits, and it severely. For the mind flayers, it seemed to mostly just change them and turn them into a bit of a hive mind, that they can communicate better. And for the ogres and the goblins and that would drink from the liquid that came out, it would turn some of them mad, it would turn some of them into ogre mages, and it would generally empower all of them.
And are there any notes regarding the ability to, say, separate this, or once something's tainted, it's perpetually...
There are no notes on that. It doesn't look like they're particularly interested in doing that. More, it seems like they're interested in milking it for all it's worth, with generally minimal casualties.
Interesting.
So I actually don't know how spell crystals work.
Okay.
You just crush them and you get a spell point back.
So you have
In what
effectively.
terms?
If you crush all of those, you get a 4th spell back. Like a level
A 4th
spell
level
back.
spell. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so one crystal per level. Okay.
Mhm.
I was like, spell points, that's like sorcery. It'd
Okay.
actually be worse if it was sorcery spell points, because it'd be like 3 just to get to a level 2 spell or something.
Yeah.
So Skitter is done identifying. I feel like I'm just doing management now. Skitter's actually going to hand Greg the glaive. I don't think Drez wants this.
Oh yeah, this thing seems badass by comparison to my thing.
It's
Wait, is it?
I mean, it's just it's +2 and it does electric damage. An extra die. So you just roll 3 die 6.
What's +2?
Shh. It's okay. It's better than what you have.
Oh. How do you know?
At the rate we're going at, Skitter's gonna know how to see like individual molecules in the universe.
So
gonna become-
So it's 1d10 +2, is that the deal?
No, it's I'm just treating it like a great sword. For the
Skitter's
sake
just
of
becoming
everything.
more and more
okay.
omniscient over and over again every
it's-
story arc until finally, after we finish the main story arc of Grave of Man, the next story arc is dealing with the monster that Skitter's become.
Okay,
Skitter's inevitable
what is the
ascension to
damage?
godhood, and then you're
As
dealing
he
with him.
becomes like Ultron.
or he's going to be like, you're all just pawns in a big game.
What's the
Other
what's the
people speak
the,
for you.
the bonus on
It's
it?
+2, and then you just roll 3 die 6. Because it's 2 die 6 from physical
Oh.
damage, and then 1 die 6
Now, I
from
was
thunder.
asking this before, but
Okay.
is Kahuna...
Also, it has extra reach, so Greg can attack really freaking far away now.
Can Kahuna
Ah!
glide over this like it's oil meets water?
Yeah.
He's not sinking into it?
He kind of just like rolls along it. It's weird. He like has trouble. It looks like he's
Iggy's
slipping
wrecking
and sliding.
balls.
Huh?
It looks like he's sliding like he has roller skates because it's hydrophobic.
Okay, fun. I leap into him. Onwards!
Gross.
Okay.
Gross.
Lark.
You're in,
Gross.
like ogre oil water.
Well, okay, I'm gonna stick my hat
you're
out
gonna
so that I'm not
get-
breathing in that stuff.
I was gonna say you're gonna get like ogre stank in your
It's
gills, and you're
still
gonna
all
get
over
like
your
a
body.
disease.
That's why I was asking if you could
Gross.
purify him, because
Oh yeah, I should totally make a holy kahuna at some
a
point.
holy kahuna.
That's a really funny, awful idea.
Oh no.
Let me see.
Just a ball
Next
of
time
holy
we take
water.
a rest, I'm blessing Kahuna, and he's gonna be holy water Kahuna.
Holy
I
kahuna.
feel like making him holy water is a good way to get like kicked out of your religion.
Let's see.
My religion is anti-Gor Lar. It's not exactly like pretty. You have to work very hard. You have to just basically be Gor Lar or be friends with Gor Lar to get kicked out.
Let me see. So the
It's
robe
very
is
exclusive. Want join?
Let's see. So the robe is a robe of stars.
Ooh, pretty name.
And let's see. So I'm just gonna link it in here. And you can wear that if you want to.
That'll be complicated.
It more or less lets you okay, so for one you get a +1 on all saving throws while you wear it. You can cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell by removing one of the
Oh,
6 stars
God.
on it. And then the last one is you can go to the astral plane.
Does that mean we'll be able to see Vivi?
Slightly different.
Whoa. I
We
tear
definitely
2
need to
holes
pay
into the
Vivi
back
a
of it.
visit at some point real soon.
Yeah.
There are now 2 holes in the robe of stars. Has this changed anything about its behavior?
The stars look a little upset.
Well, I'm the only one that can take them back into the sky.
Yeah, specifically the star for Matt Damon and Steve Buscemi.
The Hollywood stars.
You could determine which 6 actors are featured on the robe, but it is the robe of Hollywood stars. They function the same way, but the magic missiles are actor shaped.
Well, I'm now wearing 3 pieces of equipment total.
Let's see. And the belt, Skitter doesn't know what to do with.
What is the belt?
It's just a belt of giant strength, which seems kind of redundant for an ogre.
Which one of us is stronger?
Well, it just sets your strength at 21.
Whoa.
Anybody want to
allowed?
be buff?
I will
Let's us arm
totally-
wrestle for it.
You guys really don't need it.
I'll never turn down an arm wrestle.
All right, so
Clang.
Greg and Dimitri start arm wrestling over a belt that Skitter
Neither
doesn't
of
feel
them.
comfortable giving it to them.
I will just quietly put on the belt and hope they forget about
I'm not
it.
going to
Alright,
be able to arm
usually do.
wrestle either of them.
So this was actually off of Arm Day. He was cheating. But
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, he wasn't even augmented. He just wanted to sound cool.
Yeah, well, no, Arm Day did not follow his name. He was wearing the belt of giant strength to make up for it. He was actually quite the skinny ogre. But so, Drez, you are now the strongest party member on sheer strength by 1 point.
Yeah. For some reason.
Let's see, and the last one was the focus. I think you can figure this one out.
Is it just a spell focus?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely like, how do I even enter these kinds of temp stats into my character sheet?
I think there's just a spot for. Is there a spot for mod? No, there's no bonus for stat advantages. That's dumb.
Yep, that's why
I
I've
don't
had
think
to add
I don't
them.
think the character sheet involves anywhere like plus to all saves or set strength to this.
Bonuses and spell checks. If you go down, on the bottom left of the first page, there's saves and skill checks. So
Oh.
just do the savings throws and set that to 1. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I'll let you figure it out. Okay. So now that we've got all that handled, and Skitter does not know what the glowing potions do. You guys
We should probably not.
have
Drink
been
those at all.
standing here long enough. Here, I'll reveal the rest of this. You guys have been standing here long enough to make perception checks.
Okay. Perception.
Skill. Perception.
Bing.
Perception.
Oh.
Okay.
Und.
So,
Uh-oh.
So, Greg, you... not Greg. Dimitri, you have found yourself a very nice, military slash fiction, and you were like 200 pages in already. It's that good.
No, that's Greg.
Oh, that is Greg? All right. Greg has found himself some military slash fiction.
Slash fiction? Like a man in a cannon?
Yeah, no, it's,
Like, what?
no, it's, so, have you ever heard of those, like, kind of weird, animes or mangas where they have the, like, anthropomorphized battleships?
Oh yeah, like that one where there was the AI that was controlling an entire battleship submarine thing.
Yeah, so it's that, but it's one military man and probably a zeppelin.
I was
like
thinking
a-
airplane, but
Yeah, well, I mean
Zeppelin.
planes don't exist in this universe, but zeppelins do. So it's a man and an anthropomorphized male zeppelin and their steamy romance.
Hang on, I gotta read this book. Ironically. Don't come over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does it does a +1 to it.
Yep.
That's what that other number is.
Oh, neat. Okay. Let's see. So what else do we do? Okay, so yeah. Alarin, your perception was more than high enough to see here. There is kind of like a weird hissy, creaky noise from down the hall.
Whoa, wait. Can you start it again? There's a hissy, creaky. I
Yeah.
mean,
It
the
kind of
crystals.
hears it kind of sounds like steam, being passed through something.
Huh. That doesn't sound good. So, but it's not any of these doors, right? It's
No, it's from down the hall and around the corner.
even further. Huh. There's some kind of air. Can I sense if the air is flowing in or out?
So let's see.
Because I hope we're not in a situation where we've gone into another plane and found ourselves in a place where there's vacuum.
So Kahuna can see this. I don't know if Kahuna gives a shit though.
He sees a goblin.
Yeah, he sees.
Are they impaled on spikes?
Yeah, it looks like they have been impaled and have crystal light growing on them.
Nope. I like sort of swim to the opposite side of him and peer out. Ew, that's gross.
So you can see. You should make a. You should
Macabre
make.
display of obliterated.
You should make a stealth check,
creatures.
by the way.
Ew.
I should make what?
You should. Well, actually, yeah. Make a stealth check. You have advantage.
Stealth check. Okay. Stealth, stealth, stealth. Where is that on here? There's stealth. And I
You have advantage.
Eh.
Uh. All right. They haven't noticed you yet, but you do notice them moving.
Ah, okay. Kahuna, back. Dimitri. There's some goblins and they're impaled on spikes over there.
That sounds like problem solved.
Well, I think they might be capable of moving. I'm not quite sure, but they haven't noticed us yet.
I would sneak, but I kind of make a lot of noise whenever I move. Skittered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that you could just poke your head around the corner real quick and let us know what you see?
Okay. Give me a second. Gonna roll. Another. Okay. How good is Skitter at sneaking now? Bam. It's bad.
Well,
And what do you mean by bid?
I mean, there's 2 ogres and a bunch of goblins, and they look real jacked up.
oh no.
Oof.
I mean, I guess we've had pretty good successes against goblins and ogres at this point, but I don't know. I mean, you're still pretty hurt, I think.
Well,
You
yeah.
have metagame knowledge. You should know.
I mean, yeah, I actually don't know what your HP total is, but if I remember
Yeah.
right, Dimitri had, what, still 29? I
He's
don't know
about, he's about half health.
yeah. And I know Greg was down, and then he's back up, but, well, I guess he does have that healing thing going on.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I actually think
Okay.
Greg's probably full health at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
I'm
do
going to-
is shatter them or other things. Okay, what's in this door?
I kind of remember going down here, though. Yeah. Skitter,
Yeah.
keep with me.
Yeah.
What, do you mind scouting ahead a little bit more and seeing what's at the end of this hallway?
Okay. It's the same room.
Ah, okay. But do we have a door?
Down to the right? Yeah.
Let me... I can't really see much details about it.
You probably have enough of a grasp on the structure of this place. Also, there are windows down to the courtyard. So, like, you can see the balcony
Oh,
from where
but
you
okay.
are.
what about the sky
Oh,
from the windows?
yeah. So, you guys can't see this, but you can see the balcony from where you are. You can't really see the sky. Skitter's like, yeah, we're in the air.
What about the wizard friends?
I didn't see them. It might be down there.
Oy, oy, oy.
Well, I was gonna go in this door.
Okay, so that door is not locked.
Okay.
Let's see. You enter into a small room.
Ooh, this looks fancy.
Yep.
And
And
what do we have here? A desk?
Yes, it's a desk. It actually looks fairly clean despite all the shit all over the floor and stuff like that.
I don't get that good of investigation.
You don't find too much. You do, I mean, you find the immediate stuff. So it looks like whomever had been writing those notes had actually been here most recently. The notes on the crystals and whatnot.
But this wasn't Gor Lar, this was the...
No, so this does not match the research notes. This is Gor Lar's handwriting, from what I assume Greg had probably maybe mentioned or not. Anyway, this is Gor Lar's handwriting.
Huh, so this is where he stayed?
Yeah.
I didn't take him for much of a bookworm.
And this looks recent, like within actually the past couple hours.
Why is the inkwell still on the desk
and
there's
it also the goopy crap has not covered any of it yet. Like it actually looks kind of clean. On its it's a note that had not been properly handed off to Stronk yet. It
Okay.
says Stronk at the top, and it's Stronk. The mind flayers are losing it. I'm gonna kick him off the. I'm gonna kick him off the roof. You take care of the ones downstairs, and I'm gonna try and make a bid for the portal.
He's going for the portal. This was written recently. Anything by the bed in the side table?
You see, it's not just a bed there. Actually, there's a whole suit of armor, spiked and really fancy looking.
Oh, hey, Dimitri.
Yes, what is up?
Do you think you can get Greg? This was the suit of armor that he had found a while back.
Oh.
Unless...
Wait, how do you know that?
Oh.
She doesn't.
Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, it's a really...
Zhrip, rewind. I'm not the part of this conversation that
Yeah.
happened.
So, Shell, you have found a fancy suit of armor.
Hey, this is a really fancy, spiky, super cool red,
Yeah,
crimson
you're gonna-
Oh, wow, I'm-
piece of armor.
You're gonna have to rein in that metagame knowledge, because I think that's the third time tonight.
Hey, I would still give it to Greg regardless. Unless Dimitri can wear it.
No, hell no. I'm not wearing something Gor Lar wore.
That's very true.
In fact, I don't even think any of us should wear this.
No, don't destroy
This
it.
is sacrilege.
Don't destroy it.
It is heresy.
We might be able to use it against him. Look at those spikes. Watch. Just imagine it, Dimitri. Imagine being beaten by someone wearing your own regalia. Wouldn't that just be the twist of a knife in Gor Lar's side?
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on.
Does not fit.
Oh.
As I said, I think we should go.
You're
get
already
Greg.
wearing armor.
You are
Oh, yeah,
are
I'm made of
armor.
armor.
You
Yeah.
are armor.
It's like trying to put semi-spiked full plate over semi-spiked full plate. You could, with enough time and effort, you could actually replace your entire armor, like your exterior shell with the armor. Yeah.
Hey, Greg.
Like it would take about an hour or two.
Greg slams the book shut that he was reading and puts it down on the table. Hi, what's up?
What was
Make a perception
that?
check.
Perception. Bing.
All right. Not
What was
only
that sound?
Oh,
not
sorry.
not only do you
I'm so sorry.
do
That
you
was
see
too loud.
what Greg was reading, but you have read the book before, cover to cover.
Oh, you're reading that smut? Come on,
No.
man.
No, I'm not. I'm not reading it. I was just I was just flipping through it because I heard about it and I don't know. I was just reading it ironically. It looked funny.
You see, sometimes when sailors are traversing our waters, they sink. The Leviathans, they don't really much like boats for some reason. So occasionally I come across a book And if it's well preserved,
Her kingdom is showered with the smut of the dead.
hey, I mean,
Why is that like the title of a movie now? Like Smut of the Dead. It's like the Necronomicon, but they're all sexy
if you
zombies.
think about it, these men stuck on boats for months on end. Yeah. Well, in any case,
I mean, it wasn't. It's degrading to the author to describe this as smut. I mean, there are some very serious, like literature themes going on here. Like,
even
there's
the part,
blue curtains.
even the part where the Zeppelin's like, "Fill me up, Roger, please."
I didn't
I mean,
get to that
salt
part.
water is pretty degrading to the author too.
My, that part sounds horrible. What chapter is it in? So I can avoid reading it.
It's chapter 32, paragraph 4.
Wow. She has an
That's the nat
encyclopedic
20.
knowledge. It sounds like she read this a lot.
Hey, there are only so many books that we're able to acquire from the wreckage of seagoing vessels.
Yeah, that's like finding the Dead Sea Scrolls, dude. You can't, you
Wow,
gotta get, like,
Little Mermaid
historians
gets a
to
lot
study it.
weirder when Ariel is only showered with weird slash fictions and like Twilight.
And the funny thing was, before I
Ariel, the Twilight fan she would be.
even came to the shore, I actually thought that humans carried out relationships with talking zeppelins, and coming to the shore, it sort of dashes your expectations of what's going on here. But
I mean, a book like this,
She didn't even get showered with normal porn, but like the equivalent of like dragons fucking cars.
Like that's what she thinks is normal in the surface world.
precisely. But hey,
Man.
I did find one object that talks. Hey, Damien,
Yes.
how many other objects have you met that can speak?
Damien wants no snow.
yeah.
I would say about 12, give or take.
Well.
Were any of them zeppelins?
No. Most of them
Are
were
zeppelins
swords.
real in this universe?
Most
I
of
don't
them were
know.
swords.
Yes.
I suppose that does make sense.
One of them was fleshy and Latin.
They were sword
While
fighting.
while while Lauren's distracted, Greg is gonna take the book and put it into his inventory, but also like sleight of hand it like he's actually putting it on the bookshelf.
Make a stealth check.
And I am going to do a deception roll.
You get it in there. You, Lauren, you're gonna have to make a counter perception check to see if.
Perception. I
Nope.
don't see him.
Yeah. So you've managed to squirrel away your man on
Greg,
Zeppelin
you
porn.
sly dog.
Yeah.
Oh, but what I was really coming here to tell you was that we found a suit of armor, and I think it would befit you quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all red and spiky.
Has he been told about the Geth yet?
Oh, I forgot that Greg is actually wearing shoes that make all terrain normal terrain. So even if he's running or walking. Yep.
How long has he
Whoops.
had those?
Since he came back to life. Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. Didn't I? Weren't those the boots? Yeah, those are the boots that I gave to you. Like what? Last session and the session before.
Yeah. Session before.
Yeah. I was like, those sound
so-
weirdly familiar to the boots I gave you. Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
The druid
is
feet
like-
shoes.
Gor Lar's personal office.
Yeah, it is. And he was here recently. Look at how fresh this ink
Does that
is.
mean Dimitri's gonna want to burn it?
I mean, now that you mention that.
At least let him put the armor on and make sure that we haven't missed anything.
Greg is going to do a perception check an investigation check underneath Gor Lar's bed.
All right. Well, Dimitri.
What's exactly what?
Dimitri, you have found.
Greg.
Greg's doing it. Sorry. Well. Oh. Okay. So on your hunt for Gor Lar's secret stash of porn, You do actually
Hey!
manage to find his strong box.
Hey, what do you think's in here? I attempt to open it as Greg.
Okay, it is locked. You know that that Gor Lar likes to keep that key on his person, and that the box is magically sealed.
Well,
I will
We have
just
bags of
keep
holding.
hang on to this. Yep.
Do arcane tricksters learn knock?
They can, yeah.
even I can learn knock.
Because knock actually defeats magic locks too.
All right, I toss the porn box over to onto the ground next to Skitter and Alarin. Knock yourselves
Porn
out.
box.
I'm
No,
putting
no,
on
but
some armor.
I don't have it on my person right now. The spell.
By the way, Wander, I just spent all this time making a macro for the robe, only to realize I can't use it.
Oh, you can't use the robe? Why?
It requires attunement.
Oh, well, I mean, you can attune it for next session.
Yeah.
Also, just so everyone knows, Alarin was looking forward to finding talking objects.
Okay.
Not the weird
So,
relationships they have with
Skitter
persons.
is
Well, real life isn't a Disney cartoon. Also, I don't know what Disney is.
Knowledge Disney, maybe.
Saved it.
okay.
Roll a roleplay save.
Wow. So Skitter does get the box open with knock, and he dumps the contents on the ground
and
or on the
since-
table.
Oh yeah, not on the ground.
knock
That'd be
the-
bad.
Yeah, sorry.
Knock doesn't even have a roll, does it?
No, it doesn't. It just suppresses the arcane
Yeah.
lock for 10 minutes, and then it goes back to
Yep.
it.
And what are his most prized
It's a
possessions?
badass
Okay,
spell.
so Greg did in fact find Gor Lar's smut.
Ew.
Yeah. We have, let's see, the old man and the sea elemental who loved him, the goblin and the dragon, broke back brothers, and I think that's that. And there's also some orbs in there.
Wait a minute. So is he some kind of bizarre, hopeless romantic that?
Oh yes, the last one is the bugbear with different wants,
Oh.
and you notice that one was self-authored.
He's got a
Whoa,
thing
wait,
for Greg.
Gor Lar loves Greg.
Wait.
It's self.
Oh.
Greg, read it.
Hang on, I'm putting on his clothes. It takes 10 minutes to put on heavy armor. We're gonna have to wait a little while. Hey, I thought of a cool name for this. This can be called Gor Larmer.
Gor Larmer.
Okay, so so there are 4 upgrade orbs of different varieties here.
What are they?
All of those book titles were suggested by chat, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And have had drastic impacts on Gor Lar's character.
Okay. So, oh jeez.
Gor Lar's Tsundere.
He's
This means that Greg can win this war by charming Gor Lar.
Hey, I already drafted a song for him.
This
Maybe
was
you
actually
could
like
sing
a
it.
50-part. This is actually like a 60-part build-up to a romance.
where the easy way to get rid of Greg and Gor Lar is by having them ride off into the sunset, and then you guys go back to saving the city.
Dimitri realizes that he can't fight love, and then he loses his paladin class.
Love is greater
because
than
he betrays
hate.
his religion.
That'd be weird.
This really, depending on how far we want to go with this, really does blow open some really odd holes in this campaign now.
Okay, well, first, let's actually see what is this Bugbear and the what book?
We're gonna read it.
No,
now.
let's not.
Well,
We already
say
seen
that
weird
he didn't.
monsters
Greg-
in the next room. We're trying to read a book.
Greg has the book, and he is probably putting it away.
have
Greg is
limited
in the
time
other room
summoning.
putting on
But don't you
Gor
see?
armor.
Well-
It takes a while.
Greg, don't you see this could be used as a tool? Maybe we don't have to.
What are you talking about? Also, why are you barging in here? I'm half naked.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you are covered in fur.
Damn.
That's why you should just wear robes all the time. They're easy.
Can't get it.
Or nothing.
You only just got a robe dress.
Those are my two strategies: is wear robe or wear nothing.
Have you decided
They're
on the
both easy.
six actors on your robe, by the way?
Oh God.
It's not actually official. I just really like the idea as a dumb joke.
I'm just gonna keep these books on me, and we can. I mean, I just want to have leverage, okay?
Right, but how can you have leverage with a book if you don't know what's inside it?
I will read it at another time, maybe.
But then we don't really know the
Dimitri,
nature of Gor Lar's
looks
feelings
at
for
it.
bugbears.
I
Or
can't
you.
tell if these are like the holy text of my religion or what. Like, this is a weird thing. This would be like finding Moses' cache of dirty scrolls or something. You don't know what to do with it.
But
Wouldn't it be more like Hades' porn stash?
yeah, would it
dirty
be like
sea
Satan's
scrolls?
stash? Like, this is the guy you're trying to kill, not the guy you worship.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask a priest later. Anyway,
You've
what
crossed
else
the
is...
Bifrost to find the ice trolls porn.
Let's let's look at what these upgrade orbs are, shall we? Are they special ones or just upgrade?
They are special ones.
Ooh, special
So
ones.
one of them is kind of like a silvery green.
Okay.
One of them, I'm trying to figure out what this.
Ooh,
is.
wow!
Okay,
Oh.
so the first one is an adamant orb.
What's an adamant
It's a
orb?
type of
Ooh.
metal.
Adamantium.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I had mithril before, and that's what I applied to my leather armor.
Yep.
Okay. The next one is all lightning-y, and it's the Orb of Storms.
Orb of Storms, okay.
Let's see. What was the other one? Let's see. People really want a sentient orb, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to decide what the other ones would
The
be.
orb of self-reflection.
Yeah. It's
The orb of Baka-chan.
the Orb of... Actually, one of them is just a +2, like, upgrade orb.
Okay.
I've realized that I'm now wearing almost every possible piece of clothing except a shirt or pants.
And
Can I have the adamantium orb?
Okay.
I've got an open robe, belt, shoes, and bracers.
And you actually recognize the last one as similar to the one I think you found in Merrick's shop, which is the orb of duct tape or whatever it was.
Duct tape?
Oh yeah. Dimitri is going to take the adamantium orb and apply it to his breastplate.
Okay, so it's the whole thing. It's the whole Dimitri.
Yep.
So you have
The
a
whole Dimitri.
you
So-
have I
It's made of
believe a damage
adamantium.
reduction of 2, which I don't think exists in
When you're
5th
wearing it,
edition,
any
but whatever.
critical hit against you becomes a normal hit.
Oh, is that what it does? Because
Yep.
in 3rd edition, you could get a feat that would turn your Warforged into adamantium and it would just give you a DR of 2.
Yeah, I think DR is gone aside
Yeah,
from
okay,
resistance.
let's go with the null crit thing then.
Yep.
You're either resistant or immune or nothing.
Okay. Well, so you still have the +2 orb, the Orb of Storms, and the Orb of Duct Tape.
What to put it on? That's the thing. So it was +2 Orb of Storms and Orb of Duct Tape?
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to use the orb of duct tape, thanks. Alright, how do I look?
Awesome!
Do you still
What
have the
is
stats for
in
that?
the Gor Lar armor?
It's it's +2 full plate, and anybody that hits you in melee takes a die 4 damage.
Because that spikes.
Unless they're hitting you with like a weapon, but if they're like punching you or hitting you with a natural
I think
attack.
we can go into that other room and kick those guys' asses.
Okay, well, I'll stash the other orbs away, and we can figure out what to do with them later.
Like every other orb I've ever given you.
Hey, no, I used 2 orbs on my lightsaber,
Roll
and
for
that.
initiative.
Whistle.
Huh? What?
Hey!
Yep. Roll for initiative.
Rolling for initiative. Let's see.
I'm gonna delete you guys all from the order. Probably shouldn't have done that actually. Here, just well. Okay, so that's Dimitri X. At turn 22.
Greg, you're a goddamn idiot.
Okay, do we have a Greg is a 9. Okay. Drez is a 13. I'll have to well, no, I don't know. I'll have to see if there's better character sheets for next time. Actually, if anybody watching this knows if there are better character sheets, I would actually be very thankful. Let's see.
Are there other character sheets within Roll20?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
there's
just this
10.
is the best looking one that I could find.
Oh, I thought this
Yep.
was just the Roll20.
No, this is just one of the more
there's
popular
no
ones.
official Roll20 D&D stuff at all.
Which is
'cause they don't
dumb
wanna pay the
because
licensing.
doing that would actually help a lot.
Yep.
Oh, so I have to roll for initiative as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you guys are all in combat. You just might not realize it yet, but this isn't like Divinity
Plus.
where like the people in combat go into turn-based mode and then everybody else can run around freely and get an ambush. I will only do that outside of campaigns. Okay. So, technically, they're not in combat yet. But, I will add them anyway. Add turn. So, let's see. Greg, you turn the corner. Yeah, don't move, by the way, Shell. You turn the corner, and there's all these guys. They're...
What's the one in the wall?
Oh, the one on the wall is the one for initiative. I'll hide him.
Oh.
Because if you kill him...
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, if you kill the one that was given initiative, then it disappears. Then I have to re-add it. So instead, I just have an extra one. Okay. So you walk into this room, and they're not immediately moving. They kind of start to creak. And they... well, I guess they're gonna start maybe looking towards you and stuff like that. So what do you do, Greg? Because you have a surprise round. And then shit will get kicked off. It looks like many of them are kind of impaled on the crystal or connected in some way, shape, or form. And the entire room has kind of that arcane hum that you've heard every time you're near the crystals.
Does Dimitri get a bonus round too?
Uh...
Because he crit on initiative.
Yeah, so both Dimitri and Greg get a bonus round, and then we get into everything properly.
Okay. Greg is just gonna hit the goblin right in front of him with his glaive.
Okay. You
I'll
miss.
re-roll it.
You miss. Actually, no, it's flat-footed, so you do hit. For less damage. Or do you get to pick which one you want? I don't remember if you had to choose.
They look cool. Their teeth have become crystals.
Yeah, so the ogres are extra jacked up. Like the previous ones look kind of corrupted-ish, like they drank the juice. These guys look like they went swimming in it.
Oh God.
Yeah, their whole everything is kind of... It's like the goblins that I described earlier, where it's kind of like weird crystal things wearing skin suits. That's kind of what's going on in here. It looks maybe a little bit more refined, but still, these ogres do not look like they're interested in reminiscing at all, ever. Or anything of the sort.
I have chosen the names of the ancients, by the way.
All right, so can I reroll the 13?
I don't. Oh, those were your 2 attacks. Yes, I think you get to reroll both of them actually.
Well, the 15 was a miss, right?
No, it was a hit because it wasn't moving. It doesn't get a dex bonus if it's not aware
yeah,
of you.
I get to reroll both of those with great weapon art.
Okay, well,
Okay, and then I need to also now I need to do what is it, 3d6 or something?
yeah. Well, just change your damage macro so it just does 3d6 instead.
So 2d6 plus 3d6.
No, just 3d6 plus 7. Like you just do
Done and done.
You do 1 extra die 6 of thunder damage, and if you crit,
Oh, okay.
then it does something else. But we'll deal with that later.
Okay, I was really confused about
Yes.
what that was then. Okay, that is a lot more reasonable. Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, that was my bonus round. Dimitri's bonus round is going to be him running into the room and then, like, looking at everything and being like, Greg, I was wrong. You're stupider than I thought. That's all he has time for.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna drag this guy off. Anyway.
Because he had to take a dash action to get to this position.
Okay, so Dimitri, after berating Greg, what do you do?
Is this my regular move now?
Yes, this is your
A
regular
regular
turn.
turn? Okay. We're gonna start off. This looks hard as shit. So I'm gonna. Dimitri's gonna bless everybody. By
Okay.
everybody he means himself, Greg,
And
and
Drez, probably, because you can't see
Drez.
anybody
Yeah, you
else.
can't see
You
us.
can't see anybody else. Yep. Okay. And then
You could bless the good boys.
And then he's going to move and. Oh wait, no, he didn't take an extra attack.
Yeah.
He can't take an extra attack because he didn't attack at all.
Yep.
Okay, so he's not going to move. He's going to stay right here.
All right. Skitter has no idea what's going on. So he's still there. Drez, you probably just saw Greg attack something, and you definitely heard Dimitri insulting him.
That's par for the course.
Unleash the hounds of war.
Get 'em, boys!
Or the dogs of war,
And
that's what it is.
Charge and charge and charge and where's the walls? Are the crystals count as walls?
The crystals, you can squeeze past them into the room. But it
Like, is this a place you stand, for example?
you
Or is this
Not-
or
easily. Like, Dimitri has to be down. Greg can fit in there, but Dimitri has to move down 1.
all right.
Bird?
Well, this one moves here and then teleports,
Bird?
and this one moves here
Bird?
Excuse me.
and
What?
teleports.
What do I
Right,
do?
because they have
You're
blink.
you're in an illegal spot. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Dimitri's
Anything
in-
covered in crystal, you're more or less going to be impaling yourself to stand there, unless there's like ground in that square. At which point you can kind of find a safe space.
What about
to
the ogre
hang out.
that's full on one of the
Oh,
crystals?
he's impaled. Like
Ew.
it's growing around
This
him.
one teleports. This one teleports. And this one teleports. Hooray! So all the ones that teleported, that's an action.
Yeah.
But the other 3 can attack. No fairy fire exists, so
Correct.
just regular attacks. So all 3 of them are going to attack the ogre.
Okay, so once again, its armor class is 16. Everything's armor class is 16. So we have
2 hits.
goblins 1 through 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ogre 1, ogre 2. Okay, so you get 2 hits for what, 7 damage?
Yeah.
What are the extra die 6s for?
I'm rolling for recharges on teleport.
So 7 damage on the ogre.
That's all personal stuff.
Okay. Let's see.
Because if they have a 50-50 chance of recharging their teleport every turn, which is also how Dragon Breath works.
Yeah, I think they made the D6-ish recharge thing fairly consistent, so it's easy to remember. Okay. Let's see. So that's your turn. They are going to realize what's going on. So the ogre is gonna start
That's
clubbing.
actually not fully my turn.
Oh, right. You still have Drez's
Yep.
turn.
I still have a character to play
turn.
as.
Okay. What's Drez doing?
Flame.
You're just
At the ogre.
doing produce flame? Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The damage went up. I forgot about that. I was like, that's a lot of damage now. But that makes sense.
Yep.
Are you accounting for the bonus from your bracer? Yeah.
I believe it's built into the macro.
Yeah, it's the +1. Okay. Let's see. So the ogre.
It's not even. No, it's not. It's not even a +1. You said plus wisdom.
Oh yeah, it is plus wisdom. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. So the ogre is going to lay into purple. Probably hits twice. Yes. It takes 32 damage.
That would kill it,
Damn.
wouldn't it? Because
Yeah,
they had like
it's
20 something.
2 hits. And you notice that it's got kind of it looks kind of similar to the glaive that the other ogre had that you were fighting earlier. Okay. Let's see. So it is I guess it's the goblin's turn. So purple dies probably, yeah? Draz.
Sorry, I was doing something. You hit purple.
Purple for
For
32
32.
damage.
Yes.
Okay. So it is crushbled. And then the goblins are going to start moving in. One.
I think it just poofs out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
I guess pretty much the goblins are going to start. Okay, so
It'd be sort of cool if it dissipated into a bunch of leaves. Like,
Well, they're fey spirits.
so Dimitri, you get hit for 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
Let's see. And orange is getting hit for miss. Green is getting hit miss. Red is getting hit. Okay.
Damn.
These dice rolls working out. Wow, that's a lot of tens.
Blue is getting hit for 9.
Blue's dead.
Okay. Let me get him off the board.
Yeah, blue's the one that had 8 hit points
How
left
often
from
can you
last
summon
time.
a dog army?
Okay.
Every level 4 spell.
Oh my god.
And then
This isn't a per day thing. It's a spell slot.
colorless.
That's horrible.
so if you had enough spell crystals, you could summon like 3 times as many.
Yeah, he could summon. He could be a
hitting level
walking
8 already.
squirrel deck.
Hitting level 8 already gave me 2 level 4 spells per day.
Let's see. And colorless takes 21 damage from the other ogre.
God damn, 21, and colorless is dead.
Okay. By the way,
So 3 down.
the hanging out probably gives you guys a short rest before, if you want to factor that in for anyone and everyone.
Okay. What does a short
Oh.
rest afford us?
I don't know. Been
Short rest gives me a lot.
Yeah.
Short rest gives me attunement with the robe, and it gives me natural recovery on spell
For
slots.
short rest, I can actually sing a little song, and that would bring people up. I think a die 8 now, or is that the next level? It's probably still die 6 for the Song of Rest, health-wise. Or is it just the
okay.
people can roll hit die and then get a bonus of 6 to it? Something like that.
Let me see if I can look up Song of Rest here. Song of Rest. Okay. So it's a die 8 at 9th level. So everybody gets an extra die 6 of healing.
Okay. That'll be good for me.
Okay.
Is that a +1 because of my choker or nah?
No, because of the liar.
Oh, +1 because of the liar.
Yeah, the choker is for attacks and the liar is for healing.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So, Alarin, it
makes
is
6.
also your turn.
Oh, okay. That's good for health. I'm going to, let's see, come out here with Kahuna. And unfortunately, we can't really squeeze past everyone here, I suppose.
No, there's no room.
You could run the long way around.
That too. That'd be a good idea to flank them. Come on, Kahuna.
Did she just heal herself or everyone? Or what
Everyone.
happened?
Everyone healed for 6 HP. On
Okay.
top of whatever they healed from the short rest.
Oh.
Which is any number of hit dice we want.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just assume that I was really, really close to full health, so I'll just take one hit die and put me at 61 minus 5.
I'm almost at max.
Actually, wait. I should only move 6 spaces. What am I doing?
You can move 12.
12?
Yeah.
So
you can make a double move action. It's a thing.
Okay.
Between being a between being a druid and having an exceptionally high con score, I have 76 hit points.
I think
Damn.
Skitter's got 60 something, if I remember right.
Damn.
Yeah, Skitter has 67.
I have 59.
I have 63 and 61.
Drez and Skitter are the tanks. Nobody knows. Shh. Let's see. So Lauren is moving around the other way.
Yep.
Greg, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm blue. Dabba dee. Dabba. Die!
Well, who are you hitting? Blue? Okay.
Blue.
Okay, you've whammoed him.
Dabba dee. Dabba die!
Okay. Yeah, no, you've demolished Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's Dimitri's turn.
That's a pretty cool song. It's very catchy. I'm blue dabba dee dub. Dabba die. Dabba dee dabba die die. Dabba dee dabba die. That's a lot of roll. 18 rolls down to 17.
I
am Dimitri. Now die.
Do you want to explain why you rolled 4 times with Dimitri? So I can...
Great weapon art.
Oh, so the first one was 25 with 18 damage, and then...
Yep.
I got it.
The second one was a
26
with 18 damage.
Okay. And that's
This is
on...
confusing.
Is that on orange?
Yes.
Okay. So you obliterate orange.
Can you enable a second attack roll in the macro? You can do
No,
it
I
for
don't
spells.
think I don't think it's it supports great weapon art very well at all.
Yeah, that's
Well,
unfortunate.
is it? Oh, right, because it's double rolling the attack value,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Not the
It needs to take into consideration just the single die that gets re-rolled,
Right.
but I'm
Right.
too lazy to actually do that. So
Well,
anyway,
Skitter can hear the combat. Skitter is going to pass wall.
oops, I
He
just
can pass through
switched
walls?
You have no idea how many magic items you guys have missed.
I can pass
that.
through
We should
walls.
just
And
we should just go
Skitter-
through Skitter's inventory at some point.
Skitter
and
loses his hammer.
Take what we want.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Skitter's gonna go around the corner.
Oh, did he like try to go through a wall and his hammer just flumped on the ground
The hammer is somewhere.
inside the wall?
I think so.
Oh,
He can't get that
I mean,
back
I can
for.
get it.
He
Technically,
can't get that back until after combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, hopefully didn't need that. He does have an entire bag of weapons.
Yeah, I guess actually he can resummon that hammer. That's actually not a problem, but it is going to take a full turn. So he's out of combat. Luckily, he's also stealth, so nobody. I don't think anybody saw that of this entire.
Yeah.
No embarrassment today.
Somebody might have seen that. I don't know. Anyway, Drez, it's your turn. Your dogs are dwindling.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Let's look at that. Let's look at that ogre over there. And I'm like, I will utter the names of the ancients. Get him, Aubrey Plaza.
Oh my
All
god.
right, you hit him with a full force Audrey Plaza, which does shockingly little damage.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh my god, 5 ones.
I know.
Whoa.
Jeez.
She really is number one. Damn.
Holy shit! So for
Wow.
7d4s, 5 of them are 1s.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's the attack is 7d4 plus 7,
Damn.
which is a lot of dice. Be really satisfying to do in person. Is the ogre still standing?
Yeah, he is still standing. These guys look
All
exceptionally tough.
Switching to my bark spawn page. Pink is going to attack ogre
Okay.
and hit, I
Yep.
think. Orange hits ogre
Miss.
and misses. Green attacks ogre.
Okay.
Red attacks ogre. Those are still hits,
Bark
right?
spawn are
And
really good at hitting things. Like
they are good
better
at
than the
hitting
party.
things. Yeah.
What is their plus to
And
hit?
yellow. Let's see. How do you tell?
I don't know.
Let's see. And let's see. Yellow attacks bottom. Wait, is the ogre even bottom ogre even moving?
Yes, he was the one that took out the unmarked one.
Oh right.
Yeah, he's still
yellow
impaled,
attacks
but he's
bottom
still
ogre.
walloping. All right, and he takes 5. Okay. Shell, it's your turn.
Okay, we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna go around the corner. And I suppose I can really only see that one ogre.
Yep. So he is still nailed to the crystal, though it looks like he's kind of shaking himself free.
Okay. What can I...
What the hell is that attack roll? 1d20 plus floor of 21 minus 10 over 2 plus...
The
Jeez.
21 minus 10 over 2 is the ability score modifier, I think.
Huh.
It's scary because if I try to troubleshoot whether or not anything's wrong with the math, how do you tell?
Yeah. Okay, good enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him. Because that's something good I can do from this range.
We've been rejoined by one of my fans that hasn't watched this series in a while. And he's like, "Are my eyes weird, or did Skinner grow a beard?" And I'm like,
Whoa.
"Yeah,
Now, I just sort of made Eldritch Blast a weapon, so
yeah, that's fine.
hopefully the roll ends up okay.
That is correct." And
Okay, so that's for 1, and then 2.
where's the plus 5 coming from on damage?
Well, didn't you say that I had the choker and
The choker gives you a plus 1 to damage.
2 damage? I don't think I can actually do that for this. I get magic bonus and and I get damage dice.
Huh.
Oh,
Are you talking about? Oh, you're doing attacks, not spells.
right. I don't have a.
Oh,
I can't.
But isn't it a spell?
It is a spell, but I can't figure out the spell thing because.
Okay, I'll just subtract 4 from each value. That's fine.
Or I can try to subtract it. Oh no, I can't because it's tied in with my weapons, my charisma. That's what it is. Yeah, I haven't figured out the spell version of
might
this.
be a good time for that. Let's see. And Kahuna's too far away. Okay, Greg, it's your turn.
Yeah! I run forward, and I'm ready to Greg it. That sounded cooler in my head. Reroll one of those. Okay. Attack number 2.
Okay. Let's see. So you hit Ogre number 1 for 34 damage? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And Dimitri, it's your turn.
I pick up Greg and then I dance all night and switch spaces with him. And whatcha? Oh. Oh, that's something.
Okay, so you hit him once? Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot I can 10-foot reach this guy.
Yes.
Huh, whatever.
So dancing all night is yeah. Well, at this point, I think Greg has a 15-foot reach.
Yep.
Because he's got this spear. Let's see.
Yep.
God, give him whirlwind attack. Is whirlwind attack even in 5th edition? Because that'd be officially not okay. Skitter is going to spend the round retrieving his hammer. Let's see.
I think the most reliable
it's
way
your
to
turn.
set up a macro that has resistant results would be to actually make a character sheet for my summon.
Yeah.
Yep.
You would need to do something like that.
Draz.
I think I've been cheating.
Oh?
Yeah.
You mean your rolls have been too damn high?
Yeah.
Well,
For what?
I think I failed to account for the base roll for spellcasting. So, like, there's been, like, an additional bonus hidden behind the impossible to comprehend math.
Yeah, it's
I
possible
mean,
with these.
I've also
I
been,
haven't been able to figure out
dynamically
spells.
scaling pretty much every encounter based on how overpowered you guys are. So, like, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
That's just
Well-
that's not called overpowered then if it's scaled right.
All right, well, we'll see how the dogs do when they're attacking with no spellcasting stat of any kind. So, orange on ogre
Well, you hit him.
is hit. Pink on ogre. Jesus. Hasn't exactly changed anything
No.
yet. Green on ogre. There we go. Red on ogre. Jesus.
I think you're
I
just
have a
squandering
question.
every good roll that you ever have.
What's the is the attack of opportunity range actually going to be 15 feet?
Whoa.
For a long range attacker, maybe. Yellow
Yeah,
on ogre.
I guess it would count. So if the ogre, literally no matter who the ogre attacks, Greg will get an attack of opportunity on him.
So the first 4 against top ogre and the bottom ones against bottom ogre.
Okay. So that you
It's
gave
4
Greg
hits,
Sentinel?
I
I thought
think?
you gave Dimitri Sentinel.
Yeah, Dimitri
Oh,
has
yeah,
Sentinel
Dimitri
and
has
Greg
Sentinel.
has
My mistake.
Swift
Yeah, yeah.
or Mobile.
Okay. Okay, so it's not horrifically overpowered then.
No.
Got it. Because Greg being able to, like, attack of opportunity things from 15 feet away would be horrible.
Okay.
Did the glaive do that? How does he attack from 15 feet?
I know that
That's astonishing.
he had longer arms so he could attack things that were 10 feet away.
I'm trying to look this up,
Oh.
but yeah, it looks like you kind of sort of would just get attacks
you
of
looking at-
opportunity at reach.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be horrible.
Also,
good thing I didn't do that.
According to Heretical Seagull, Polearm Master Feat basically makes it if somebody enters your reach, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, it's sort of like you get to poke
The-
them.
Well,
That's
Yay.
real.
in like 5 levels, I'll get that.
That's real scary on Greg.
Yep.
Oh, I figured out how to interpret the math.
Okay.
So if you highlight the AC, it has math on one thing, and then wait. Yeah, there's an equal sign. So to the left and right of the equal sign is the same equation sort of repeated, because one's the placeholder and the other one's the actual math that's being calculated. So you can see 1d20 at the beginning of the first formula, and then the second formula says parentheses 6, which is the result of the 1d20.
Okay.
So that's what the roll is originally. So right now it's adding 2 when it should be adding 3.
I see.
It should be
Whereas-
3 from the bite. Yep.
Whereas previously it was adding something
Else.
else.
Okay.
It went from adding too much to adding nothing, or adding 2.
Okay, so those are the Blink Dog attacks. The ogres are going to strike back.
It's too bad they don't just give you complete control, where you can just determine the exact attack and damage values and just say do that.
Well, I don't think the ogres quite understand your whole sentinel thing yet, as they haven't seen it at all. So, Dimitri, you get an attack of opportunity against the ogre you're next to, as he clobberknots Pink.
Damn. 26. Ah.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Okay. What are those?
The other two recharges
Oh,
just passed.
okay. Let's see. And
How much damage did Pink take?
32.
Okay, they're gone.
And the goblins, the remaining
They
goblins,
never have that many.
are going to try and stab the dogs. Okay, so yellow takes 7 damage.
They're hanging in there.
Okay, and actually, correction. Yellow takes a lot more damage. Yellow takes 20 damage.
Yellow is gone.
Okay.
There are 3 dogs remaining.
There are 3 dogs remaining. And Alarn, it's your
For
turn.
the record, blink dogs are only considered a 1/4 challenge.
Yeah. I mean, they've done more
But
work.
when you have a small army of them,
Yeah.
they're very useful.
Okay, so we're not.
Yeah, there's a whole sliding scale from summoning 8 1/4 challenges to 1 challenge rating 2 monster.
So I see these guys. Let me see. I'm going to. This will be interesting. I'm going to crush a couple crystals. I'm going to cast fear on these 3 guys.
Which 3?
Let me draw a little shape.
This will probably be the last round.
So, like,
I'm gonna head out after this.
Here, I don't know what a
her
30-foot
turn.
cone will look like. But...
Okay. So you'll hit those 3. Okay, they have to make will saves?
Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom savings throw or drop whatever they're holding and become frightened. They have to take a dash action to move away by the safest possible route on each of their turns.
Okay, DC is what?
For my bard, I think it's 15.
Okay, they all succeed.
They all succeed?
Yep.
Wow.
And
That's
fact,
nice.
actually,
Damn.
1 second. Humorously, the ogre that you didn't hit is trying to move away from you.
Into the
Oh,
spikes.
What?
Yeah, he is like clambering up the spikes.
But I didn't even hit him in a cone.
Yep.
Wait, is he clambering up the spikes like it's the edge of a ring and he's
Wait a
gonna like do a
minute.
slam down on
No.
Is this because they're all
He's not gonna give the people's elbow on me, you jabroni.
are they all connected? Like their minds are, so that when the other ones didn't see the phantasm and weren't affected by it, that guy was?
You don't know.
Ah.
Maybe he just remembered he's afraid of dogs.
And so the party makes some serious headway against the last foes standing in their way before ascending the final steps up to where Gor Lar awaits them. But will it be Gor Lar himself or something infinitely more sinister? I guess you'll just have to find out on the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.